So this week, our pastor challenged us to make a short personal testimony video that we could share online due to the coronavirus. And since we can't share our testimony with others in real life due to social distancing, this is my personal testimony video. So mine starts out like a lot of Christians starts out. I grew up a Christian. My family are Christians. My grandparents are. Brother and sister. I grew up in the church. Say I was saved at a young age of 12. So a pretty standard testimony for a lot of Christians. So that's not the story I'm going to tell today. The story I'm going to tell is why I'm still a Christian. And it starts out with some friends of mine. They gave me a lot of questions, and they're just questions about Christianity that I couldn't answer. And so I started doing some research and started digging into a lot of the evidence for Christianity. And some of the things that I found, like in creation, where there's all the fine tuning going on to even have life on Earth. And then when you start looking at the cellular data and you just see how designed the cell is, and you look at DNA and how much information is involved in DNA, and information, it only can come from some kind of mind. It's not a mindless thing. And so I started looking also at some of the manuscript data for the scriptures, and you see the number of manuscripts that have been copied throughout the years, and you can take all these copies, and there's very few variants between all these copies, and by using all these copies you can get back to the original document. And then you look and you read those and you see that the gospel writers were giving their testimony about Jesus, and a lot of it was embarrassing for them, and a lot of it would have and it did get them killed at some point in time, or at least punished severely. And you look at those types of things, and those things are just not something that you lie about. And you look at the resurrection, and you see that we know that Jesus existed, and we know that Jesus died on the cross. We know that through scriptures and through other testimony from non-biblical sources, and we know the tomb was empty. And so with all this evidence, that is why I am still a Christian, because the evidence points to it being true.